Once you have signed in to Gravit, click on New Design Paper Size A4. Let's get started with Gru from Despicable Me. Today we're going to focus on his face. First, go to Libraries, Shapes, and pull out a circle shape. Gru's face is a little bit of an oval that is long horizontally, so we're going to move our mouse to the right side of the shape. Click and drag the blue dot and stretch the circle a bit wider. You can also move this shape to the center of the page so that you can see it much better. Now, we're going to change the color of this circle by clicking on the Fill's color dot and choosing a peach color for his face. To do this, go to the red color option and drag your mouse within the shade box until you see a light pale red orangey color. This is the peach color that we're aiming for. Now we're going to work on his eyes. To do this, pull out a circle shape, drag the blue corner dot to resize it smaller, and change the fill color to white. This is going to be his eyeball. So we're going to move it to a top half of his face. Then we're going to copy and paste this to make another at the other side. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V, pull out, make another eyeball. And we're going to do the same for the pupils by bringing out another circle, dragging the blue corner dots to make it smaller, very small, maybe not too small. About this size is good. Place it in the middle of an eyeball and change the fill color to black. Now we're going to copy and paste this circle to the other side. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V, pull out, bring the copied circle to the other eyeball. Now Gru's eyes are somewhat of a closed eye that resembles a semicircle. So we're going to do a trick to hide half of the eyeball by bringing out a square. Use the blue corner dots to shrink it smaller. We're going to stretch it out to form a small rectangle like this. Put it on top, stretching over the two eyeballs like this. Make sure that it doesn't pop out of the face, but it's under the face, but enough to cover the top half of each eyeball. And then we're going to change the fill color using the eye picker to match the skin. And that's how we get the closed eyeball style of Gru. Next, we're going to create his mouth and eyebrows. But first, using a square, we're going to drag the corner blue dot to make a very thin, horizontally long rectangle and moving it to the center of the face near the bottom. If this is too thick, you can also shrink it a bit smaller because this is going to be his mouth that is usually a very closed slit. Now change the fill color to black. Next, we're going to bring out a triangle. We're going to flip it upside down and we're going to change the fill color using the eye picker to the skin color of the face, and we're gonna also add a border to this triangle. Now this is tricky. To do this, click the eyedropper, click the black part of the face. You will see the outline of the triangle being formed. Now drag a blue corner dot of the triangle until you get something like this, and then put it right in the middle of the face with a bit of the triangle overlapping the mouth. Now, Gru doesn't have a line over his nose as such, so we're going to hide the top half of the triangle line by using another square, using the blue dot, drag it small, and cover the top part of the triangle, and change the fill color using the eye picker to pick the skin color of Gru. So this is Gru's face. Now, lastly, we're going to add the eyebrows. square, drag corner blue dot to form a thin rectangle, change fill color to black, move it above an eyeball, click and drag the rotation arrow, rotate it a bit downward such that it looks like this, copy and paste this to the other side, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, pull out, flip horizontally, click and drag the middle of the shape to reposition again. You can actually put it at the start of the eyeball. And once done, if you want, you can add another tail to the eyebrow. If not, you can leave it as such. So this is Gru's face. When you're done, don't forget to save your work before you exit.